Anything wrong?
I think my car's been pinched.
What the hell's going on?
And she's supposed to be the smartest of the books.
What are you going to put for 6?
What do you reckon?
F.
Hey, you can't write that.
F for female, Dill.
Yeah, I've just had a thought where we could lay our hands on a bit of dough.
Meg's flat.
I don't give a stuff about...
Am I touching you? Never mind.
Bloody oath I am!
Hello there and welcome to the video. My name's SerenitySoloREACTS and here we are with Prisoner Cell Block H episode 50. Now, obviously we're halfway to the 100th episode. How did the 49th episode go? Well, the first episode to make me cry. I'll put it like that. I don't like crying because it's not a manly thing to do or stuff like that. Everyone's got emotions. It makes my eyes feel like I've got salt water inside them. I don't like crying, and it did it. It's just one of the handful of shows, a handful, bloody hell. Of all the shows I thought would make me cry, Prisoner is not one of them. But yeah, so we've got Jean Blur Blur Vernon's back with a bleeping picture as I put on my community post. Oh, I hate her with a passion, I really do. I normally record 2 shows of this per day, but I could only do 1 yesterday after that scene. It got to me, it broke me. But yes, if you've subscribed or followed to me so far, thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate it, whether on YouTube or Dailymotion. It's helping me out, it's helping the channel out, it's helping my mental health out, it honestly is. And to my Patreon members, you'll get exclusive shows, which will be on the screen right now, because I always forget what they are, and I'm going to give you a list of 4 more that's coming up, and I'm going to forget one of them, I promise. But yes, it's going up to 12 days per month later this year. It's 8 days right now, but the 3rd day is being worked on, which is X-Files, American Horror Story, Cheers and Roseanne. And I got through it first time, bloody hell, that's a first. And I will also be doing a 4th day later this year, early next, and then there's 2 Patreon choice days, and a buy me a coffee commission day, and the commissions get pushed straight to the top of the list. If I don't own it, I buy it straight away, and I react to it and upload it as soon as and edit it obviously as soon as I get it. And they also get ad-free and uncensored early access to my shows as well, dependent on tier. I don't do that for the Prisoner shows just yet though. I am trying to get in front, I honestly am, because it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you lots no matter what tier you are. So with that, let's get on with the show.
Come on, Ed.
Nope.
It's time to get up.
It's not getting me again. Nope. This was the scene that made me cry.
Ed. Ed. Oh, no. You. I know I'm gonna die in here. I'm not afraid of dying, though. I know I've done a lot of bad things in my time, but somewhere along the way I must have done something right. I haven't got anyone. I just don't like being treated like a bit of old rubbish. I got no one. No one to cry at my funeral. I reckon Eddie must have got tired of being so lonely. Oh.
You won't be alone in here, Lizzie.
I can't believe Vera were compassionate though. That came as a shock. I'm gonna guess it's not going to last. I'm gonna guess the next scene. She's going to be, right, get out, Lizzie, get to work. You know, it's going to be terrible on that night. Like, they could have moved the cells. It's going to be awful for being on her own with Edith's bed there.
Let's go to the river. I love the river. No. No.
What's she dreaming about which went out of Erica?
I love the river.
Couldn't the doc have given her something? Help her sleep?
You still at it?
Yeah, nearly finished.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Good.
How about you? Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, fine.
All quiet, huh?
Yeah, for a change.
Well, I don't know. Most nights they just drop off to sleep. No breakouts, no murders, nothing.
Yeah. I just looked in on old Lizzie Birdsworth.
Yeah, but they're in the cells
She
for
was
murder.
talking to herself in her sleep, just like a kid. My kids do that, you know.
Yeah. Tend to forget sometimes, don't you?
What?
Oh, that they're just people.
Well, you're a fine one to talk.
Fun?
Well, you obviously don't care very much, do you? I mean, you're leaving.
Well, I wasn't getting at you. I was including myself in that. You do tend to forget about them as
he's
human
going.
beings. Especially when all you see is the result of bashings and brutality.
Yeah, well, it's a system, isn't it? It's their system. They chose it. Most of them, anyway.
Yeah. I was just on my way down to the staff room for a coffee. Do you want some?
No, I better get back to some work.
Just in case it does explode, huh?
Yeah.
Can't he go home
Jim.
now? The doctor is not needed.
For what it's worth, I am thinking about finding an outside practice. Well, I'm sick to death of the whole thing.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Matter of fact, I'm looking at a place in the morning.
Really? Well, best of luck. But do yourself a favour, will you? Go someplace where you're really needed, where you can be of some real help.
B got stabbed not too long ago. Bloody hell. He was needed then. Lizzie had a heart attack not too long ago. She was needed then. He was.
Just get back with a bit of... Geez, are you watching?
Oh, sorry.
Why?
You're supposed to
Why
let
the fucking George
You
lady?
just stand there against the door. Put your back against it. Just a bit of pressure.
And
so
the daughter.
that when it comes, it doesn't just fly open and make a noise, right? Okay, you go. Right. Right, now you hold that. I'm going inside, you keep watch.
Oh, can I go in?
Oh, that is a great idea. Who's going to keep watch if we're both inside?
No, I go in and you wait out here.
You wouldn't know what was worth pinching, would you? Well, there's no point in you going in pinching a whole heap of stuff we can't sell now, is there?
This microphone's awful.
Don't you Nolene me, my girl? I'm your mother, and I'll thank you to remember that. It's the trouble with you kids these days. You got no respect.
And what's she doing,
You know,
really?
You don't even know to call your own mother Mum.
Is that
So
respectful?
you just stand there, keep your mouth shut and your eyes open, right?
So they're both going in? Is she old enough to go in? Is Jean not living with her anymore? Doctor? Can I have some benefits from my friendship, please?
Who is it?
Your friendly neighbourhood butler.
I had to mention her, didn't I?
I was just passing by and I thought I'd drop in.
Can I offer you a cup of cocoa?
It's no trouble.
Oh, she'll only stay in there till her flat got
I was just having one myself
fixed.
before I went to bed.
Well, that'd be nice. Look, I'm sorry for calling so late.
That's all right.
I was just passing by and I thought I'd say hello.
Where have you been?
Or just the movies.
Any good?
Oh, nothing special.
Just waiting on the milk.
I was just... What?
What? Are you sure this is just a social call?
Well, yes, no. Well, no, not really. I was wondering if that offer of accommodation was still open.
I thought,
Well, just say if it isn't.
I thought she was already
Well, I
there.
can understand now wanting a bit of privacy.
Well,
Look, I just thought I'd ask on the off chance.
Look, it's quite all right. Honestly, you'd be more than welcome.
Should have said no, Meg. Go find a place in the city with another job.
I'll start moving my stuff in tomorrow, if that's okay. It's getting late. I'll take a rain check on that cocoa. That's really great. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Maybe she could move that picture in and put it in her bedroom. We never see her bedroom.
Really, Meg Jackson, when will you learn to say no?
Well done, you daft cow.
What the hell is going on?
And she's supposed to be the
it's
smartest
just
of the
locking
Burkes.
Well, what's on the agenda for today?
The usual. Study.
Don't sound so cheerful. At least it's not the laundry.
The rec room's not exactly the National Library.
No, the laundry's not exactly Menzies Hotel either. Oh, fair dinkum. Sometimes I think I'll put my head in the steam press and end it all.
Oh, don't be silly, Bea.
Well, it's got more class than a gas oven. My old man always said my head was flat on one side. No brains. Looking around me, I think he might have been right.
Oh, I don't know.
Tell you what, can't see me any more days like old Edie. Notice this place? It's like a bloody morgue since she died. It's incredible. One old Biddy kicks the bucket and the rest of them go to the pack.
Well, I guess everyone thought it was pretty unfair. She should never have been here in the first place.
She wanted to be.
She's really taking it hard, a tough old chook like her.
Mortality.
She's pretty bloody minded, too, when you think of how some of them have gone in here.
Well, she's old and ill. I guess a thing like that'd make her feel her own mortality pretty strongly.
You're turning into a bloody psychologist.
Bea, Karen, you'll be pleased to hear I have a new roommate for you.
Oh, what a shame. We
No,
were just
Lee.
getting to be so cosy.
Well, that's nice, because this will be a little like old home week.
G'day.
They're putting him in with her after what happened.
Will you look at what the cat dragged in? Hear what she called you, Mrs. Jackson?
That's enough, Burke. Now, you report to Dr. Miller as soon as he arrives for work.
I think I'll be off then.
Huh.
Lee.
Where's she going? National Library. Huh. Never thought you'd have the guts to show your ugly mug in here again.
Huh. Wasn't by choice, I can tell you.
Not after what you did to the television.
I don't know what you're talking
Come
about.
on, Ollie, I'm not stupid. Stop it. Cut it. Girls are really looking forward to the telly. Get out.
I forgot about the telly.
Come on. Am I touching you? Never mind. Bloody oath I am. You know your place, Nolene. Well, do you? Well?
Welcome home.
Just a friendly warning. Next time, keep your hands off communal property, or you just might lose them.
What's all the commotion?
What? Oh, that? Oh, well, Nolene's not used to the luxury here. She tripped on the shag pile carpet. Didn't you, love?
That's right.
It's an accident.
One of these days, you're going to make a very serious mistake, Bea.
Don't know what you're talking about,
She
Mrs.
did with
Jackson.
Yates.
Come with me, Burke.
Oh, look, you better be careful. Don't let Jim Fletcher see you looking like that, will you? If you pass him, shove a bag over her head.
Gonna guess Jim will be at home. I mean, he's just worked all night.
Hiya, Doc. Long time no see.
Not long enough, I'm afraid.
6 episodes.
He's not pleased to see me.
All right, what happened?
Oh, it was just a little accident, wasn't it, Mrs. Jackson?
Apparently.
Well, if you go into the hospital room, the sister will fix you up.
Oh, I was really looking forward to having those nice pink fingers of yours fiddled with my nose.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll survive.
She has to have her examination, too.
When you're finished in there, strip off your examination.
Better and better.
God almighty.
Cheer up. They're not all that bad.
How would I really get to see any of the good ones? Oh, by the way, I'm going to look at a practice this morning in an hour or so.
That's marvellous.
Hardly marvellous. Pretty grotty area, I think.
Doesn't matter where it is, it'll be yours, your practice. Well, it won't be a little
More
gold
patience?
mine, but
Certainly won't be that. Mind you, I won't be surrounded by brawling women 24 hours a day. Not that I don't get the odd other case, like yesterday, for example. Very interesting case yesterday. Melinda Cross came in for a pregnancy examination.
What?
Well, if it proves positive, you're going to have a few little extra problems, aren't you?
but not for you.
Oh,
Certainly
Fletcher.
hope not.
Ready for my examination, handsome?
Oh, that's enough of that, Burke.
If you don't mind, I do have a patient to attend to.
Didn't interrupt anything, did I, Doc?
You know, she went in there to get cleaned up and they still left her blood all over her face. Joey Boswell.
Dr. Miller, hello.
Gonna swap jobs?
I'm terribly sorry about the state of the house.
Oh, it's all right.
I gave the cleaners explicit instructions to have everything finished by yesterday.
These things happen.
And of course you understand that actually there's been nobody living here for some years now.
Yes, of course.
Well, what do you think? I know it's nothing fancy, but believe me, for a young fellow starting off, it's a fair-sized practice. Quite hard enough.
What about the patients? I hate to sound mercenary, but can they afford... Look, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you mean can they pay? Well, I suppose some of them can't. You just have to use your discretion there. And I do advise you, under no circumstances, start an accounting system. They'll get you every time.
Don't we
COD
have
only.
some kind of NHS system in Australia?
Fond memories of this old place.
I mean, England's
I was about your age when
owned
I
it back
started
then,
off
didn't
here.
they?
Why are you selling it?
Oh, I've got a couple of other practices, and I'm getting a bit ancient to be driving back and forth all day. Besides, it's the workload of the third practice. Who wants it at my age?
What sort of an area is it?
In what way?
I mean, what sort of people?
Oh, the same as anywhere else. Believe me, the people here suffer from the same diseases as the people on the other side of the river, only perhaps more frequently and with less ability to pay. Oh, I know what you're thinking.
You're really selling
At your
it.
age, I had my eyes firmly fixed on the blue rinse belt. All that money. But I, too, had to start small and work up. Honestly, the people in this district need your help far more than their more affluent brothers over the river.
Well, if that's how you feel, why don't you sell one of your other practices and stay on here?
Point taken. Sounds as if you might just have the guts to make this practice pay.
Come on, Nolene, you're being ridiculous. I am well aware of the fact that both your brother and father are currently doing time. Now, how do you expect your family to manage without some sort of assistance?
They're Burks, they can look after themselves.
How? Your mother can't work anymore and the others are just kids.
We're Burks, we're not bloody charity cases.
Oh, be reasonable.
You can't take no for an answer, can you? Now get this through your thick skull. We've never taken charity and we're not going to start now.
It is not charity. You pay for this with your taxes.
Taxes?
I was going to say, Chevy paid
What, do
taxes.
you reckon we knock over some joint and then walk into the taxation department with a little box of goodies to give them their share? Wake up, Australia.
You can't tell me that no one in the family has ever paid taxes. What about your mother? At least some assistance might help the younger members of the family to keep out of prison.
Oh,
Surely you see
I
that.
thought we were going to get away with that.
You might as well go.
I thought the camera's fixed in that direction. We're not going to see the picture.
Keep an eye on that lot up there, will you?
I'm sorry about this morning. I was in a lousy mood.
Oh, that's all right. You feeling better now?
Yeah.
No good.
Huh?
The practice.
Oh, it was all right.
What's the matter then?
Well, I can't help feeling I'll be treating exactly the same sort of patients there as I am here. Seems hardly worth making the move.
Now, don't be so defeatist.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm having a bad
More
day.
money?
I was rude to Dr. Herbert,
If you
too.
get paid?
He owns a surgery. We owns 3 surgeries. Half the time, I wasn't sure whether I was talking to a doctor or an estate agent. Drives a great big Jaguar.
Well, there you are, then.
Where am I?
Well, that'll be you in a couple of years. You know, from humble
Don't
beginnings.
make me laugh.
You going to take it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure yet.
Well, you've got to start somewhere.
Oh, but I have. Won't you accompany me, dear boy, to my Wentworth prison practice?
Well, of course, old chap.
Good. You old chap. Oh, yeah.
Was it any trees in the street?
No.
They were tickled pink by that, weren't
What are you
they?
doing here, Smith?
Morning constitutional. You know me, Mrs. Jackson. Up and down the corridor 6 times before breakfast and then back to me penthouse for 100 push-ups. Every morning, regular as clockwork.
Well, get on with it, will you?
Morning, Jim. Morning.
Hey, by the way, Doc, when are you going to organise the Red Cross to come in so we can donate blood? I mean, we're all blood donors on the outside, and take Mr. Fletcher there. He's a regular
good
blood
idea,
donor,
actually.
if ever I saw one. Aren't you, Mr. Fletcher? Hey, Mr.
Mind you,
Fletcher?
look what happened to the last good idea, the halfway house.
I'll see if I can organise something.
I think you better get back to the laundry, Smith.
Just going. Just going.
We'll have to have tests though, see if any of them's got diseases.
Oh, how's the poor old nose? Keeping out of other people's business.
Don't try and be funny.
Rack off.
Yeah, you didn't learn anything yesterday, did you?
I would have credited you with more intelligence, Nolene.
Oh, look, just leave me alone, B. You get off my back and things will be okay. Otherwise,
Yeah, what then?
Just lay off.
Just you keep your greasy little fingers out of the mixing bowl, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Burke, there's a visitor for you.
It has to be the daughter.
Don't trip on the carpet again, Nolene. You better hope she doesn't, Smith, for your own sake.
What's he tried to warn you?
Aren't you going to say nothing? Mum.
What do you want me to say to you, stupid little bitch?
Oh, Mum.
Mum. I'm the stir and it's your fault. Nothing says, Mum.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't mean...
Because you didn't listen. If I told you once, I told you 1,000 bloody times.
But I tried to warn you.
Yeah, not loud enough or soon enough.
You were there.
If you'd have been louder and sooner, I would have known to lie low until that guard had gone, wouldn't I? Standing there mumbling like that. Not even a deaf and dumb person can lip read at 30 feet in the dark.
I was scared.
And it's just as well you ran off.
Because I would have got nicked too.
No, because if you'd been standing there when I stuck my head out and seen that guard, I would have wrung your bloody neck.
What are we going to do?
I don't know about you. I reckon I'm going to do about 4 weeks.
I mean at home.
Was that it?
How are we
Repeat
going to
offender?
live?
Oh, don't ask me. I'm stuck in here. I can't do much. You're the eldest. You're just going to have to take responsibility. And try and get that stupid brother of yours off his bum.
He can't get a job. We've both tried. There's just nothing.
I thought she only had one brother and
Grand's
he was
hardly
dead.
making enough to keep her in fags. She can't work much longer.
Well, you'll just have to use your mouth then, won't you?
Go on the dole, you mean?
The bloody doll?
Well, that's enough, Burke.
No, you wouldn't read about it. I mean, what'd you do if you had a dingbat daughter like that?
What's the matter now?
I don't know what I did to deserve you, honest I
Can you
don't.
imagine if Marty got off with her?
I'm going to tell you one more time.
Mega'd love that.
We're Burkes, and Burkes never say die. We never give in, and we never take charity, right? I don't want to ever hear anything like that from any daughter of mine ever again. Okay?
Well, what are we going to do then?
Better than stealing.
Give me strength. You, my girl, are going to have to do a little job. Now, if you remember everything I told you, it should go okay. Only I don't suppose there's much chance of that.
But what's going to happen when...
Shut up and listen. Now, your gran will tell you what sort of things are best to take. You know, what'll sell. You listening?
Welcome to Wentworth if you're old enough. Welcome to Juvie if you're not.
Craig?
Huh? Oh, sorry, Karen. What's the trouble?
Nothing. I was just wondering how you're getting along, that's all.
Oh, I'm fine. You better be careful, though, hadn't you? You know the rules about social calls. Yeah, perhaps I'd better stick a thermometer in your mouth, just for appearance's
Oh,
sake.
don't be silly.
Everything all right, then? Uni?
Yeah, fine. Although I'm finding study here at the prison a bit difficult, especially in the recreation room.
Have they not got a
I
library?
went to have a look at a practice this
Yeah, they
morning.
have. Lizzie got a book out there.
Not so sure.
Why not?
Well, it's a pretty run-down area. From what I can see, I'm going to spend half my life chasing people for money.
Well, if they're that poor, they'll probably need your help. Besides, can you afford anything better?
Not really.
Well, there you are.
But
You
poor
sound as if
people
you're
don't
trying to
pay
get rid of me.
bills.
No, of course not. It's just that, well, you've got to start somewhere. Unless you want to be a prison doctor for the rest of your life. Excuse
that
me,
in
are
a
you
novel?
Nolene Burke's daughter? I'm Jean Vernon, the welfare officer here. Could I have a talk with you for a moment?
There.
Oh, yeah?
Talk there.
Great.
No, not there. There. Never bloody listen, these people.
Come on in. Come on, Leanne, I don't bite. Take a seat. It's all right, really. All right? Good. Now, I'm a bit concerned about how your family's going to manage while your mother's in here. There's no one bringing in an income, is there?
Has Meg been talking?
Oh, there's Gran. She earns a bit.
Yes, but how much?
Oh, I don't know. Look, we'll be all right. I'll take care of him.
Oh. Come on, Leanne, I'm trying to help. It's not going to be easy. Now, how will you take care of them? How much money are you earning at the moment?
Well, I've been out of work for 3 months.
What were you doing? Perhaps I can find another
I
job
thought you were going to stay there.
Nothing much.
Oh.
Just mostly casual work.
What sort of casual work?
All sorts of things. Anything. There just doesn't seem to be any work around.
No. Well, at least you're getting the doll. You are getting the doll, aren't you?
I don't know what that echo is behind it.
No.
It's not bleeding to my microphone. Promise you
We're
that.
Burkes, and Burkes don't need no charity.
It is not charity. For heaven's sakes, how on earth were you going to provide for your family? Steal like your mother?
Oh, no, of course not.
Well, what would happen to them if you ended up in a place like this? You've got to promise me that when you leave this office, you'll apply for the doll. And please,
Can't tell her what
get
to
into
do.
your head that the doll is not charity. It's a right that you have. A right.
But Mum will kill me.
Don't tell her.
She says it doesn't matter what she says. Now, I'm going to give you the address of your nearest CES office to your place. And I want your brother to apply too, if he's eligible. I'll also give you my address.
No,
if there's any problems.
She's going to
You can
knock
either contact
legs
me
over,
here
isn't she?
or there. All right?
Yeah, thanks.
She's stupid.
We're Burkes, and Burkes don't need no charity.
They're Burkes, all right.
Yeah. You know, they're absolutely amazing. The thing that gets me is that the younger members of the family are already being brainwashed into the Burke system.
Well, I wouldn't get too involved if I were you. They'd steal the very dinner off your plate if you took your eyes off it for a second.
Oh, see you after lunch.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's that silly grenade of?
You will be very pleased to hear, Mrs. Jackson, that G.A. Miller, M.D., has decided finally, and after a great deal of thought, to take the outside practice and will inform the governor of his decision first thing this afternoon.
Hi, Greg.
That's wonderful.
Wrong people are going out of it.
Good for you.
You really think so?
I really think so.
Good. I think this calls for a celebratory dinner, don't you?
Just what the doctor ordered.
You certainly did.
When?
Tonight, of course.
Well, I'd love to go anywhere, but
Then anywhere it shall be.
I can't.
Why not?
Well, I've promised Jean I'd help her move her things back in.
You don't mean to say...
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Thanks, Dad.
That's if she hasn't been robbed blind before she gets home. Been broken into?
Miss Vernon? Anything wrong?
I think my car's been pinched.
Oh. Well, why was she trying to get into that one? Oh, what's stroke lucky? Exact same car. How the hell can a car get pinched outside the prison when the gate guard's there? Really?
Yes?
Can I help you?
Yeah, my name's Leanne Burke.
Yes, Miss Burke.
Well, I want to get the doll.
I see. Would you like to fill out that form, please?
Hey?
You'll have to fill out that form to register for unemployment benefits.
Oh, but I ain't got a pen.
You'll find a pen over at that table.
Can she not read?
Miss Burke,
Yeah?
you'll find it easier with the form.
How you going?
Oh, g'day.
What you doing?
What does it look like?
Fast rider, eh?
It's a bit hard.
Yeah, well, you got to write your surname
And
first.
the same name, address.
Your surname. What's your name?
Leanne.
Leanne what?
Leanne Burke.
All right, so we write Burke.
But is that with an E or that?
Leanne. What's your second name?
How did you know?
Burke, I told you.
No, your second name. Francis or something like that.
I haven't got one.
What are you going to put for 6?
What do you reckon?
F.
Hey, you can't write that.
F for female, Dill.
Oh, I thought you...
Yeah, you got a dirty mind, haven't you? I got this mate who, when he fills out these forms, when he gets to the sex part, he goes, yes, please.
Come on, you're like twice her age, really.
What are you doing this afternoon?
It's barely legal.
You want to go for a burn later on?
Why not?
Oh, great.
Well, I must say it does come as a bit of a shock. I mean, leaving so soon.
I'm sorry, but I'm sure you can understand my position.
Yes, of course. Have you informed the senior partners in your present practice?
Yes.
And?
I'm sorry, none of them want to take on this job.
I see. Well, what am I supposed to do for medical attention in that case?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yes, so you've said.
Well, I mean it. I've been here a fair while. I think I've done my share.
Exactly. And the prisoners have come to trust and respect you. They are your patients. How do you think they'll feel with you running out on them like that?
I'm not running out.
Well, that's the way they will see it.
Manipulation,
I'm sure this
Erica.
sort of thing doesn't happen on the outside.
I'm afraid it does. Otherwise, how do you think I could buy an outside practice if it weren't for some other doctor selling it? Running out on his patients.
I'm sorry. Allow me to wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you. Look, if it's any use, I could continue to visit here for maybe a couple of weeks. It really couldn't be any longer, because I do have to devote a lot of time.
I understand. I just wish you could take over my job for the next few minutes at least.
Viva would be happy to.
To notify the department that we're going to need a new M.O.
And she's getting on with Nolene.
If you keep doing that, you're going to burn a hole in your teeth.
You reckon I should take 'em out?
Oh.
Hey, do you think the doc could get me one of them holders, you know, for me health?
I don't know, why don't you ask him?
You better be quick. He's leaving.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. He's leaving. He's going to an outside practice.
It's sudden, isn't it?
Well, what are we going to do now?
Oh, that's a pity.
Pity, it's a crying shame, love.
No, I mean, he's so nice.
Oh, God.
He's gentle and kind.
You know, he's a doctor. He's paid to be gentle and kind, isn't he? When's he leaving?
Straight away. He can't.
You can't stop
when
him?
I saw him yesterday, he didn't say anything about going.
Well, he's not likely to tell just anyone his whole life story, now is he?
Why not? He told Karen. Why should he tell Karen and not me? Hey, what's going on here? Are you,
No, I knew him quite a long time ago.
Did you? What's he like?
Put a sock in it, Melinda. Well,
She just
nice
needs to
bloody
get down a
mess
peg
this
or
is.
two.
Just where we had those first aid lessons.
One lesson. What good's one bloody lesson?
I don't know. Taught us quite a lot about the medical history of one of the staff members.
Oh, listen to Big Mouth. One first aid lesson, she thinks she's Florence Nightingale. What'd you learn from one lesson?
Well, for one thing, if you should ever cut your throat, I'll know exactly where to shove the bandages. I don't know, it's typical of the whole rotten system.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't care a hoot about us.
Well, you can't blame Dr. Miller for wanting to better
Oh,
himself.
look, I don't blame him, love. But I think it's a bit thick of him just shooting through like that.
Well, I'll find a new medical officer. Just wait and see.
Don't we have to wait 28 days notice or something?
Why?
It took them 7 bloody months to find Dr. Miller.
7 months?
And before that, old Dr. Gray only called once a week.
That's ridiculous.
It's true.
Well, I'm sure they'll find somebody else very quickly.
It only takes 5 minutes to kill you with a heart attack.
Right, that's another 20 cents you owe me. Pay up.
I'll give it to you later.
Struth, you already owe me 40.
Well, I only got $1 and I don't want to break it.
Piker. Well, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm hungry.
Does she get
Hey, we
ID'd?
could go round to the church youth club.
Don't be stupid.
Free cup of coffee at least.
Jeez, he's wet. You got any dough?
No.
There's no point hanging around here. What say we go and get some hot dogs?
Oh, what do we use for money?
Well, you got a buck.
Look it.
Well, $1 ain't enough.
Ah. Look, there's this caravan that sells hot dogs and stuff. Now, look, what we can do is park around the corner from it, right? Walk up to the counter and stand there. I'll have my wallet out. Now, look, I'll say 6 hot dogs. Now, he won't think nothing's wrong because I've got the wallet in my hand. As soon as he puts them on the counter, we grab 2 each and run for the car.
Oh, I don't know.
Look, it's simple.
Well, what if somebody's there?
Well, we wait till we're the only ones there.
And what if that ain't ever?
Well, we worry about that when it happens. He's coming or not?
Yeah.
He's got to have a quiet
Nothing
period.
better to do, I suppose.
Yep. Welcome to Wentworth. I don't know your name. Minnie Burke.
Oh, God. All right. Keep your hair on, Vinegar. We're coming. Okay, you two, rise and shine. Come on, get up. Old Vera will have a stroke. And there's no doc anymore, so...
He's gone now.
Hey, crikey. Muster bell's half an hour late. It's a bit of a turn-up for the books.
Have we had a special
Hey,
delivery?
Vera! Woo! Miss Bennett!
So that answers the question of how they know the
Where
time.
are you? Oi! Bit spooky?
What's going on?
How the hell should I know? Oi!
Dead set.
Here.
In Wentworth.
You don't suppose they've dropped the bomb and we're the only survivors?
Might be a strike.
Oh, nah. Can you imagine Miss Bennett going off on strike?
I can't imagine her going off on anything. No, but when I was in Mullawa once, they went on strike for 3 days. Yeah, locked us all in our cells. Yeah? 3 days.
No, we've got to have
Well, I
fed
think
them.
I'm spending 3
Skeleton
straight
stuff.
days in here locked up with you. They've got another thing coming. Miss Bennett! Oi! Oh, now, come on. Let an honest washerwoman out to do an honest day's work.
You gotta let me out of here. I'm gonna die. I need a doctor.
Ah, put a sock in it, Melinda.
Poor Kira thinks about his sex. She's worse than married.
Bloody peculiar.
Oh, I wish she'd hurry. The prisoners are going to get very jumpy if she keeps them in their cells much longer.
It's going to be a fun day.
Nothing round here is going to be too much fun for a while.
No, I suppose not.
Morning.
Morning.
Everything all right?
Well, no hitches so far.
Good.
Well, here are her papers. She was put in solitary the moment she arrived. So far, we're the only ones to have set eyes on her.
Oh, fine.
Unfortunately, she was a little late in arriving.
I thought you said there were no hitches. We'd better let the women out immediately. See to it, would you, Meg? Or make sure the entire staff knows that this has to be kept totally secret. Stand watch over solitary. No prisoners to get anywhere near that area. Understand? Right.
Excuse me, we're not prisoners. Let us know.
Righto, everybody. Sleeping's over.
Well, not before time, either. I've got a busy day ahead of me.
Yeah, what's going on, Mrs. Jackson?
Nothing. Everything's as per normal.
Normal? You call this normal? You could unhinge me mind breaking me routine like this, you know?
Yeah, mine too.
What mind?
Come on, everybody. Back to work.
Oh, now, come
Pat.
on, Mr. Jackson. What's going on? You can tell
I'm
me.
just going.
Nothing is going
Shower.
on.
Well, it's a fine way to run a prison, I must say.
Well, when promotions are due, Smith, I'll make sure you get an application form.
Oh, come on, you were getting on so well before.
All right. How much did you get for it?
Hey?
How much?
What you talking about?
Now, don't come that with me, Lizzie. How much did you sell the radio for?
What radio?
That radio.
It's gone.
They've took it to the person in solitary.
Well, I didn't take it.
Yeah, well, who do you think did?
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, well, I've been going over the possibilities in my mind, and I have narrowed it down to
Rumours
Yeah,
going
but-
around that they brought in a new prisoner this morning. Took her straight down to solitary. Oh, pull the other end.
No, it's logical. That's the direction I heard the footsteps going in this morning.
Must be a really big one, eh? Otherwise, why would they take us
Yeah,
back to
hang on,
solitary?
hang on. Let's just make sure there is a new
I
prisoner
thought they had to go to
Lizzie,
solitary
duck down
first.
and have a squiz.
Maybe it's one of them spies.
What?
You know, a Russian, a BKG.
KGB.
I know. Maybe they've come for me.
What do you want about, you old chook?
Well, I know all about killing people with germs.
Oh, come off it, Lizzie. Just because you know how to put ratsack in the gravy doesn't make you an expert on bacteriological warfare.
That what?
Oh, look, just get cracking and hurry up before the new prisoner dies of old age. Oh, I'm sorry, love. Look, I was only joking. Nothing about you being old or anything. Just a joke.
Yeah, bad time for that,
Bloody
B.
big
Come on.
mouth Smith.
Leave it 2 weeks or something, a month. You know, I really want to know who that is. Really?
The results of your test.
Excuse me.
Haven't you got nice
But you've just gone.
As I was saying,
Lovely eyes, too.
if I wish to know anything about my eyes, I'll consult an optometrist.
Glasses would suit you. Very distinguished.
2 more weeks.
Pardon?
As I was saying, the results of your pregnancy test. I'm afraid they're positive. The idea of giving birth to a child while serving a prison sentence doesn't concern you?
Well,
Meg will
I'm
burn in
not
jail.
really very surprised.
The point of that out.
I stopped taking the pill quite some time ago.
Well, it's a pity you didn't stop your sexual activities at the same
Is she going
time.
to kill her husband for this?
I'm well aware of the facts of life, Doctor. I wanted to get pregnant.
Well, there's nothing further.
Well, he was going back to his wife.
I see.
I've been feeling dreadfully ill these last few mornings.
Well, I'll give you something for the morning sickness.
I was hoping you'd come and visit me.
Ah, didn't you know about us modern doctors? We never make house calls.
What a great sense of humour. Thank you.
You can't wait to get out now. I don't understand it. He quite liked the job before, then all of a sudden he changes his mind.
Ah, nearly finished?
Yeah, nearly.
Does this scarf go all right with this shirt?
Looks great.
Oh, right.
Meg, I really appreciate you putting up with me like this.
Well, that's all right.
You really sure?
Of course, no trouble.
Oh, I'll get it.
Thanks.
Hi.
Hi.
Come on in. She's almost ready. Meg, it's Greg.
Right, I'll be there in a second.
Oh, it's no big hurry.
Is that echoed
Are you
something?
settling in all right?
She echoed something to do with their microphone.
Well, where are you two off to tonight?
I'm not sure. Next choice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right.
I meant to move that before. I'm terribly
Don't
sorry.
fuss, it's all right.
Well, have a good time.
Thanks. You wouldn't like to come with us, would you?
Oh, no, thanks for the offer, but I've got other things going.
Hi.
I thought they weren't
the
together
leg?
now. Oh,
Well,
well,
I could have done without us.
so lost off with their relationship, I tell you.
Let me give you a hand.
You know, if she'd said yes, I would have killed you.
She regretted this already. Is he going to try it on and she's going to
What a
attack him?
lousy night.
Oh, it's all right.
What would you know? How could it be all right? It's lousy. Couldn't be any good when we've got nothing to do and no money to do it with.
I thought you was talking about the weather. There's a good movie over the driving. I seen it on telly.
Yeah?
Just the ads. I wouldn't mind seeing that movie.
And what are we going to use for money? Oh, Jesus, what are we going to do?
I don't know. Go and see someone?
Yeah, like who?
Haven't you got any mates?
Well, of course I have.
Yeah, well, we'll go and see one.
I'm going to guess you can hear it too.
Wouldn't be home now anyway.
How about Spud?
That jerk. He nearly got us nicked last night.
Wasn't his fault.
That pre-echo, I mean.
Oh, look, any baby can carry 2 hot dogs without dropping them.
Yeah, but you shouldn't have slammed the car door on his hand.
Ah, he dropped the hot dogs long before I did that. Oh, Jesus, what are we going to do?
That was fun.
Hey,
Got any more?
I've just had an idea.
Didn't hurt, did it?
Cut it out. Are you interested or aren't you? Yeah, I've just had a thought where we could lay our hands on a bit of dough.
Meg's flat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does she not realise Jean's there, though?
Oh, bloody marvellous.
What we're supposed to do now?
Yeah, I was really looking forward
Who
to
the
the
hell
late
is this?
movie.
Don't look at me. I didn't touch it.
Oh, of course you didn't.
Well, I didn't.
I know that. You know what it is, don't you? The screws have found out that someone likes smashing up tellies and they put it away for safekeeping.
Oh,
Don't look at me.
fair.
See, even Lizzie's on my side.
Pig's ass I am. What I mean is it's not fair to us. I mean, if you're going to be in here for 28 days, that means we won't have telly for at least 4 weeks.
No, geez, the old rat bag can count,
Oh,
can't she?
cut it out, you two, and use your bloody heads. It's so we can't watch the news.
Well, I don't like the news anyway.
It's so we can't find out who the
Oh,
new
yeah.
prisoner is, you
I didn't think about that. I thought she was getting this stuff.
Jeez, she must be a really big one, eh? I mean, to get on telly.
Yeah.
I never got on telly.
Oh, strike a light. They put every flaming petty thief on the news. It'd run 24 hours a day.
That's what I mean.
It does.
I mean, she must
Sky
be in for
News,
something
BBC News.
really big.
Yeah, well, it stands to reason, doesn't it?
I wonder if they'll let me out for uni tomorrow.
Oh, I don't think so. They seem pretty keen on us not finding out who the new prisoner is.
So they probably won't. Oh, damn it! How am I supposed to pass if I'm not allowed to go to my lectures?
Can we find out, please?
It's bad enough not having access to a reasonable library.
Yeah, I know just how you feel.
Anyway, they're wasting their time. I reckon I figured out who it is anyway.
Who is it then?
Well, I don't know her bloody name, do I? But it stands to reason. The last 2 times they tried to stop us from finding out who a new prisoner was when Barbie Davidson and Ann Yates came in. And they were both peddling drugs.
Yeah, maybe it's Barbie Davidson.
Oh, jeez.
She's slow on the uptake today.
All I'm saying is that it stands to reason the
pusher.
new prisoner must be a pusher. And if she is a pusher, they can keep her in solitary as long as they like. I'll take care of her when she gets out. Very good care.
Come on,
See, it's not a push of it. Someone high profile, obviously.
It's been a long day.
There's no excuse.
Well, it could be a high profile pusher, I suppose.
Don't you like my restaurant?
Oh, it's delicious.
Come on,
How did Jean not know she was there?
Mind the door.
What is the jeans still up?
I don't give a stuff about...
Maybe they're still there. You never know. Well, mind you, the way it was actually talking very quiet outside the door. Yeah, Jean was packing all her stuff away. How the hell did she not hear them come in and do all this? Really? Meg is going to go ballistic when she finds out Jean gave her a dress out to a Burke, no less. Hopefully she'll throw her out. Jean will think, oh well, I can't be in this job anymore with Meg. Jean will then go ballistic herself, trash the office, burn it down. The picture's gone forever. She leaves, gets sent to a psych ward. No more Jean Vernon. Yep, that's the way I want it to go. I don't think it will, but that's the way I want it to go. I was so happy when she'd gone. You know, I had the odd blurs to do. Not nearly as many. I was so happy. I don't know if you sensed the disappointment in my face when she first came back. But we got no lean back. Yay! Yay! Sign out. So I really want to know who's getting special treatment, well, extreme special treatment. You know, officers outside the solitary cell. You know, are they getting the TV and radio? I don't know, because solitary obviously doesn't normally come with TV and radio. They're getting fantastic treatment compared to the prison service of, well, that we know. So it's got to be someone high profile. If it turns out to be a dud, I'm going to be feeling very let down. Can't be another officer. Vera. Vera's not been in this episode. No, she hasn't. Is it Vera? Something to do with George? That's my... it's possible. That's my thought. My thought. Why did I think of that before? Was she in this episode at all, apart from the recap? I don't think she was. Yep, she could have been named as a helper of George. Well, let's hope it is. Slash isn't, because if it is, because, you know, we create good telly. Isn't, because she might die. And we can't lose Vera. Unless Fletcher's here to take her place. Well, mind you, what happened to that other screw who got on with Vera? The blonde lady with glasses? Once again, a no-name screw gets lines and disappears. Anyway, yes, not happy to see Burke back. I'm not. She's not a fair trade for Edie whatsoever. Nope. I don't know what you think, but I don't think so. But yes, I enjoyed it. And hopefully no more scenes to make me cry soon. Well, mind you, I'll be crying a lot if Gene Vernon doesn't move out, because that picture is going to drive me mad. I mean it. It's going to drive me mad. Yes. I think I found a way, though, to quicken up my rendering. I don't know if it'll stay that way, but it rendered very quick the other day. It rendered in like 30 minutes compared to 1 hour 30 minutes. So if it keeps up like that, the blurring might not be so bad. So please, 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 anyway, if you've not subscribed or followed to me so far, could I please ask you to do so? It would really help me out, either on YouTube or on Dailymotion, because Australians can only see this on Dailymotion, I'm afraid. But some of the shows also do go up earlier on Dailymotion. Some shows get left behind because I can't upload them all. I don't get enough data to upload them all. It's not like YouTube. I could upload 10 episodes of Prisoners. I can upload about 4 on Dailymotion. That's it. But if you have already, thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate it. You're really helping me out, you honestly are. My mental health, my channel, me-wise, honestly, you are. And to my Patreon members who get exclusive shows, which will be up on the screen right now because I'm hopeless at remembering them. That is 8 days per month right now, going up to 12 days very shortly. The extra day is being worked on to make it 12, and that'll be American Horror Story, Cheers, Roseanne, and The X-Files. And then a 4th day will come later this year or early next year. Then it'll be 2 days of Patreon choice and a commission day for Buy Me a Coffee. Because if you commission and Buy Me a Coffee, the show or episode that you commission will be bumped straight to the top. If I don't own it, I'll buy it straight away, react to it as soon as it comes, and then get it uploaded. And if it can get on YouTube or Dailymotion, it'll be a time limited exclusive for you as well. So no scheduling for that whatsoever. And they also get ad-free and uncensored early access to my shows as well. So Gene Vernon's office will not be blurred. There'll be no bleeps. There'll be nothing like that. The only things that will be censored are the things that showed as themselves. There's some episodes of Bread where the swear words are getting taken out. So, yep, there's only things like that that'll get censored. But it is you that is bringing the content to me to allow me to bring the content straight back to you. Thank you all ever so much. I love you all, no matter what tier you are. I nearly took my bloody camera out and put my arms out so fast. So with that, I shall sign out now and move on to the next one. I hope to see you there. Goodbye.